Across the city, more than 250,000 vaccinations have already been injected, and now two major drug companies say they're going to be able to make and deliver more vaccine than expected.
An exclusive appointment-only clinic for Philadelphia teachers and school staff is up and running inside one of the country's premier hospitals.
We are committing to as many doses as CHOP needs to vaccinate our teachers.
Philadelphia's Health Commissioner, Dr. Tom Farley, says as many as 9,000 doses a week could be set aside for the city's teachers. That becomes much easier as Philadelphia's vaccine allocation is up from 25,000 doses this week to 37,000 next week. Also, today, drug makers Moderna and Pfizer announced they've solved manufacturing issues and told Congress they are now in a position to deliver more than 140 million doses nationwide between now and the end of March.
So that's great news. That would mean we'll increase over time, but it also means we need to increase our vaccination capacity to match that.
The city's vaccination capacity is growing. More than 100 pharmacies, health centers, and hospitals offer vaccinations. Teachers and child care providers can get vaccinated at CHOP's Roberts Center or at the 6 pop-up clinics hosted at school district buildings starting next week. So far, 25,000 teachers have been invited to a vaccination appointment. 10,000 more will be invited this week.
Getting vaccinated is a personal choice, yet we are hopeful that as many members of our staff as possible will take advantage of this opportunity.
Friction between the Philadelphia Teachers Union and district over COVID safety has postponed an in-person return until at least March 1st. The district said it increased airflow in classrooms, but the union questioned if fans were enough. A mediator is still considering both sides' positions, and a firm date for a return to in-person instruction in Philadelphia is still unknown.
We are still in mediation, and so this hasn't obviously had an impact on that. But the more individuals we can get vaccinated, the faster we can ensure that we can return more children to our schools.
And we've reported several times over the course of the pandemic about how COVID-19 spreads in schools. Very few infections nationally trace back to classrooms. And Dr. Farley continues to say that masking and social distancing are enough to keep schools safe until the pandemic ends. Mayor Kenney says that the city will respect whatever decision the mediator makes, and he is glad that the two sides are talking, Jim.